19 years ago, Mumbai's lifelines turned into graveyards. 7 bombs exploded across first-class compartments, shattering lives and forever scarring the city. Today, in a verdict that shocked the nation, the Bombay High Court acquitted every single person accused, closing the chapter on one of India's deadliest terror attacks, with a verdict of not proven, not guilty. Justice demands answers. Yet, for the families of the 187 innocent people killed and over 800 wounded on 11th July 2006, the only answer delivered was disbelief. The prosecution utterly failed, and that's according to the High Court, demolishing years of investigation, thousands of witness statements, and the hopes of closure for a battered city. All 12 men, 5 previously sentenced to death, 7 to life imprisonment, now walk free. The convictions dashed as the court declared the evidence too unreliable and the case riddled with doubt. So what happened on July 11, 2006? A series of 7 bomb blasts occurred in the first-class compartments of 7 suburban local trains of Mumbai. That's between 6:23 p.m. IST and 6:29 p.m. IST. They exploded near the stations of Matunga Road, Mahim Junction, Bandra, Khar Road, Jogeshwari, Bhayandar and Borivali. 7 pressure cooker bombs packed with RDX and ammonium nitrate detonated with chilling precision, bringing Mumbai's rush hour commute to a standstill. Investigators raced to track down the perpetrators. 13 men were charged. Confessions were extracted, witnesses were paraded, and evidences were stitched together. But 19 years later, the court said the prosecution utterly failed to prove the case against the accused. The big question staring in the face of many, including the victim, is: if all convicted were innocent, then who stood behind the bombs? And how could justice veer so dramatically off course? Until these deeper mysteries are resolved, the scars from that day will only deepen. Well, in other news, NASA's revolutionary X-59 supersonic jet has officially entered a new phase of testing as it begins taxi trials, marking a major milestone in the agencies to transform commercial air travel, also known as the son of Concorde. The X-59 is a quiet supersonic aircraft that moved under its own power for the first time. The aircraft, being manufactured under NASA's Quest mission alongside Lockheed Martin, saw its first low-speed taxi test on July 10th. The special project aims to demonstrate one-of-a-kind technology to fly supersonic or faster than the speed of sound without generating loud sonic booms. NASA has announced that these taxi tests are the X-59's final ground-based evolutions there. Ahead of its highly anticipated maiden flight, the American Space Agency, in a statement, said that the aircraft will gradually increase its speed over the coming weeks, leading up to a high-speed taxi test that will take the aircraft just short of the point where it would take off. Lockheed Martin states that the experimental X-59 is designed to cruise at Mach 1.4 or about 925 miles per hour, reaching an altitude of 55,000 feet, an elevation greater than what most high-performance planes achieve. It will also result in mere just 75 decibels of sound, achieving a quiet supersonic flight, replacing loud sonic booms with softer thumps. NASA has described this sound similar to a faint thunder or the soft thud of a car door. NASA's future plans for aircraft also include flying and surveying how the people on ground respond when the X-59 flies overhead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President-elect of the United States, the Honorable Donald John Trump.
It has been 6 months since Donald Trump returned to the White House for his second term, and in true Trump fashion, the second term has been anything but conventional. From sweeping tariffs to mass deportation drives, Trump's first 6 months in office have been marked by a renewed push to implement his America First policy. In the next few minutes, we will tell you if Trump has truly reshaped the global order or perhaps sparked a deeper upheaval. First up, let's tell you how the markets have reacted to Trump's first 6 months in the White House. The stock market rallied during Trump's first 6 months in office, despite a volatility spike in April. The S&P 500 is up 7% year-to-date, outpacing its historical average. Despite market and economic uncertainty, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite reached all-time high. While markets reacted negatively to tariffs in April, a repeat of that has not occurred so far. Despite recent tariff announcements, experts say that the market seems to be in a wait-and-watch mode. Meanwhile, opinion polls offer a mixed bag, but revealing snapshots of Trump's first 6 months in office, highlighting steady support from his base, growing discontent among independents, and deepening polarization across the country. 53% of surveyed U.S. adults disapprove of the job that the U.S. president is doing. Meanwhile, 45% approved of the job that Trump is doing. And according to CBS, this disapproval of Trump is near to its highest level since he returned to office in January this year. According to a CBS survey, Americans want Trump to focus on consumer prices instead of raising tariffs. According to polling compiled by Civics, Trump's approval rating is negative in the majority of states in America, with 31 states showing negative ratings and 19 states showing positive. And talking about Trump's foreign policy and the United States of America's position in the two wars, these 6 months debunked one of Trump's biggest claims, that the Ukraine-Russia war will stop in 24 hours. From blaming Zelensky earlier for the war, Trump has now taken a U-turn and has given a 50-day ultimatum to Putin for a ceasefire with Ukraine. That was about the Ukraine-Russia war. From West Asia, Trump continues to advocate a freedom zone in Gaza and has issued a maximum pressure policy on Iran. Trump's second term has come with a series of challenges both at home and abroad. Though he has seen some successes with the passage of the Big Beautiful Bill and the Supreme Court ruling in his favor in several major cases. In a Truth Social post, Trump claimed his second term is being hailed as one of the most consequential periods of any president. The White House and U.S. President Donald Trump's thought seems to be unraveling, courtesy his obsession with AI that is increasingly blurring the lines between the reality, and the imaginary. On Monday, Trump made fresh headlines for launching new attack against his predecessor, former U.S. President Barack Obama. A video posted by Trump on Truth Social shows a deep fake image of Obama being arrested by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or FBI, in the Oval Office. The clip, AI generated of course, starts with Obama saying, and I quote, "No one, especially the president, is above the law," unquote, followed by Democrats, including Joe Biden, also saying no one is above the law. The video further goes on to show FBI agents handcuffing Obama while being watched by Trump himself. This altered image of Obama can also be seen in prison clothes and behind bars. That's at the end of the video. And this comes on the heels of U.S. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard publicly accusing Obama and several of his top administration officials of orchestrating what she described as a treasonous conspiracy to undermine Trump's victory in the 2016 presidential election. Democrats have criticized the report, calling it misleading and politically motivated. Now, coming back to this AI-generated clip, the video comes with no disclaimers of it being fake or fictional. And chances are many with untrained eyes for AI-generated images may even fall for the trope. Back in February, another AI-generated video by the name of Trump Gaza went viral, depicting the war-torn Gaza Strip as a paradise land called the Riviera of the Middle East, replete with resorts and skyscrapers. That was again an AI-generated video.